Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, and this is where we get you caught up on some of the latest news and tidbits tied to our favorite team in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes and to all of you who have subscribed to the channel as we make our way towards 10,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Everybody who has become a member of the Browns' latest dog pound, I thank you very much. And all of you who get your comments down there in the viewer comment section, I cannot thank you enough. And now, coming up on today's show, the word is out. Shedeur Sanders will be QB2 in Pittsburgh. But I'm here to talk about what the Browns could add to the offense now that Sanders is the backup. The new look the Browns defense may employ. We got to talk about that to keep Aaron Rodgers at bay. And guess what? The prediction pen is back. It's on a heater, folks. It has predicted the outcome of every single Cleveland Browns game this season correctly. It's gotten everyone right. And we're going to put it to the test again today. It also gets like the prop bets and things right, too. Some of the other things. It's crazy. But we always begin with the Saturday show by asking the prediction pen, will this be a good show, prediction pen? No brainer. Let's go. Like where you're starting, prediction pen. We're off to a hot start already. And then down in the viewer comments, we will finally find out when this whole quarterback situation in Cleveland will be settled once and for all. The viewers got it all figured out, and they will share their knowledge with us a little bit later on. But first things first, the headlines. We're wearing the orange pants with the white shirts. It's the second best combination behind the brown shirt with the orange pants. So we got that going for us. Campbell getting up to speed. Cornerback coach Brandon Lynch said he's got 32-inch arms, and he likes guys with 32-inch arms. All right. Works for me. And he's been putting a lot of work in to understand the terminology, working with Denzel Ward to learn all that. And Lynch said he met Campbell at the Combine, Tyson Campbell, and he said he picks up things well. So they've vetted him before. That's the one thing the Browns do when they do make a move for somebody, just like with Pickett. Like, they go after guys that they vetted when they were coming out. And so it's not like they fly blindly into these moves that they make, especially these trades. They go out and get guys that they thought about drafting, and then maybe somebody else got to that person before they did. And so then when they can get them some other way, they already have the knowledge. They already know why they like them. So that's what they do. Everyone's healthy except for Mike Hall. He's not going to. I mean, is he ever going to play? Who knows? He might be the first guy traded who knows? When he comes back. But the big news of the day, of course, is Shedeur Sanders being named QB2. And so does that change the plan at quarterback? Here's the thing. We've been talking a lot about Pittsburgh's offense with Aaron Rodgers. We haven't been talking too much about their defense. Yes, they have TJ Watt. Yes, they're forcing turnovers and things. But they're still giving up almost 400 yards of total offense per game, 382. It's the fifth most in the league. So it's not the steel curtain. So there's an opportunity here to move the ball and do some things. But with Shedeur at QB2, now, when he was QB3, you're the emergency quarterback. You can't play unless something happens to the two guys in front of you. That's the only way you're going in. You can't go in. You're basically inactive unless the two guys in front of you get murdered. Now, though, he can come in at any time. And so this is what I think. Come on. Why wouldn't you draw up a package of plays for Shedeur to bring him in at certain times of the game, whether it's inside the 10, inside the 5 to give that running threat, something, short yardage things, something. Bring him in and almost use him like the Wildcat guy because he can throw. What an opportunity now for the Browns and their offense to get creative with the backup quarterback. So if we don't see something like that, that's just nuts if you ask me. I mean, might as well just get him the package of plays, get him out there, and see what he can do. And just to get him, you're not going to get a more test-worthy environment than Pittsburgh. And oh my gosh, those people would lose their minds if he went out there on the field. And so I think that adds an element to your offense that you didn't have before now. So you have Gabriel playing it safe, and then when you need, whether it's short yardage or something, or you want to go play action and let it rip, you got Shedeur to come in and do that. So I would love to see that. And I will tell you this, Steelers defensive coordinator, Terrell Austin, he's already talking about it. They're actually game planning. They're looking at Shedeur Sanders' film from Colorado. They got NFL film on Gabriel, but they're going back and looking at that Carolina game. They're just, they're going all the way back to Colorado to see. They're looking at that Rams preseason game to see what happened there. They're good. They're at least going to have that inkling of could Sanders possibly play? Absolutely, he could possibly play in this game tomorrow. And so, in my head, I fully expect it. So, am I giving you a what to watch for already? I seem to be giving away all the what to watch fors during the week this week. So, but we'll still have them tomorrow for you before the game. Now, that's the offense. The defense got its own thing to deal with. That's called Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh running game. Expect them to go big. Now, the Browns defense, they usually play a heavy box and they go single high. Remember, we heard Aaron Rodgers say the reason they've been throwing the ball short all the time is because everybody's playing too deep on him. They want to see single high. If they see single high, then they're going to start throwing deep. So, it is going to be so important for the Browns. And Jim Schwartz likes to do this. He will hide a single high with a too deep look. And so he'll roll out of it. It's going to be more important than ever for the Browns to be as secretive as possible on defense tomorrow to try and trick Aaron Rodgers a little bit. Because if they go single high, he's going deep. He's throwing deep. And I know he's going after Campbell. I mean, the guy's only been there for a couple of days, and he's already he's the second worst cornerback as far as yardage given up in the league, and he's given up 3 touchdowns. So he's going to go right at. Rodgers is so great for that. Like when a cornerback gets hurt and then a new guy comes in, he goes right after him. Like, no mercy, man. And so I guarantee you tomorrow he will be picking on Campbell. For sure, I would expect Denzel Ward to be on DK Metcalf most of the time. But they got other guys who can catch the ball and do some things. So it will be imperative for the Browns cornerbacks to step up. That's why everybody's like, why are you trading Newsome this week? Like, of all weeks, what are you doing? So watch for those different looks from the Browns. We're going to have to show them some different looks tomorrow if we're going to trick Aaron and the Steelers offense. Now, one prediction I will make is that the Browns will hold Aaron Rodgers at bay. That's what I'm going to say. And by at bay, I mean under 300 yards. That's how I'm feeling that. It's going to be tough. If he starts slinging it around the yard, look out. So, but the prediction pen is here. And every week we ask the prediction pen to answer questions that we have about the upcoming game. And the first question is, you know how I've been belly aching about Dylan Sampson and his 1 carry a week since week 2. And so my first question for the prediction pen today is, will Dylan Sampson get at least 10 carries in Pittsburgh tomorrow? Without a doubt. It's what I like to see. We got to balance this rushing attack, and we got to get him involved catching the ball. We don't need Jerome Ford out there. Get Sampson on the field. He is a dual threat. He can run it. He can catch it. Let's go. Okay. Prediction pen. Will Dillon Gabriel throw for more than 200 yards tomorrow against the Steelers? It's unclear. We must ask again. Unclear, ask again. Will Dillon Gabriel throw for more than 200 yards against Pittsburgh? No brainer. Ooh. I like where this is going. If this is a build-up to the Browns are going to pull off the upset, I love it. Prediction pen, you're learning from me. All right, here we go. Question 3 for the prediction pen is, will Andre Holy Schmidt hit every one of his field goals and extra points against Pittsburgh. Dude, no way. Okay. All right. Well, there's that. So, okay. All right. Now, this is a good question. This is a really good question. Something everybody wants to know. This next one. Here we go. Are you ready? It has to do with our wide receivers. Here we go. One in particular. You ready? Here we go. Will Jerry Jeudy finally have a game where he doesn't drop a pass? If you're lucky, without a doubt. It kind of gave us a double answer. So if you're lucky, without a doubt. If you're lucky came up first. We'll go with if you're lucky. And assume it's without a doubt. So Jerry Jeudy's not dropping a pass tomorrow. How do you like them apples? All right. Now, this is a big question. And it goes to what we just talked about a couple of minutes ago about Shedeur Sanders. Will we see Shedeur Sanders get his first regular season action against Pittsburgh as quarterback of the Cleveland Browns? Not for $1 million. Oh, well, so much for my package of plays. Predictor pen. Well, just something else to watch for. We'll see if the pen's right about that one. But here we go. The question we've all been waiting for. It's the one. Will the Browns beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh on Sunday? No brainer. It has been right every single week. The Browns are beating Pittsburgh tomorrow. It's a no-brainer. Thank you, prediction pen. See, this is why I like the prediction pen. Because he knows what to say. The prediction pen knows what's going on. You know who else knows what's going on? You guys, when you get down there in the viewer comments and you share your thoughts. And today we'll start with Smooth Living, who says, just don't understand everyone's favorite excuse is be patient, don't worry, Shedeur will play. He said if they played Zappy before Sanders, he didn't want to hear about it. He needs another solid week of practice. Well, you know what, Smooth Living? You don't have to worry about it because Sanders is QB2 and Zappy is QB3. It was the right thing to do. I mean, come on, man. We talked about this all week. There was no reason for that. And so, who knows? Maybe he's just trying to keep Pittsburgh guessing, trying to be like a Belichick move or something, by not naming the quarterback, backup quarterback right away. Who knows? But I still say, I don't care what the predictor pen says, I still say we draw up a package of plays for him and get him out there right away and start getting his feet wet. So let's go. Let's do that. Although, man, I don't want him to come in a blowout situation because I don't want to get blown out in Pittsburgh. I don't want that at all. But we're winning. No brainer. The prediction pen says it's a no brainer. We're winning. The Extreme Beats with a Z. The Extreme Beats with a Z. I agree. I think Stefanski wants to be looked at as an offensive guru. To make things, I think this is interesting what he said. To make that happen, he doesn't like great players. He just wants the kind of players that can run his genius offense that will ultimately make him look like a great coach. He doesn't care about players. It's about him. Well, here's the thing. He's got to care because if he doesn't win games, he's going to lose. Now, it hasn't been the case in 6 years because he keeps losing and he keeps his job. But, I don't know. The receiver thing, we have no receivers that we've drafted that stand out and do much. Obviously they believed in what they had. They didn't go out and get anybody. I mean, there were guys on the beach, Keenan Allen, people like that. Didn't go out and get anybody. Now people are talking about trading for A.J. Brown. The problem with that is, honestly, I think A.J. Brown, he's 28. I mean, yeah, he's a number one, but these receivers, a lot of times you can get a receiver for like a 4th or a 5th round pick. You don't have to give up that much. The problem is if Philly trades them, it decimates their cap. It's like $16 million. It's all weird. I mean, I don't understand all this cap nonsense some of the time, but this is one thing where they get rid of a guy and it actually hurts their cap number. So that's why I think the Eagles would be reluctant to trade A.J. Brown. But but we have nothing going on in the receiver room. We finally hit on the draft picks this year, but it's like, you still gotta have some players, man. You gotta have some players. You can't just have like a bunch of run-of-the-mill guys and think you're gonna coach them into a Super Bowl, because that's not gonna happen. But I just like where you're going with that, Extreme Beats. That was a good thought. It was very thought-provoking. Just one time says, if they would have played Shedeur sooner and he would have failed, Browns fans would say he played the way that he played before he should have played. Cleveland fans are like my buddy. He's on his fifth wife. So, here's the thing. Quarterbacks in Cleveland, very sensitive issue for the fans, because we've gone through 700 of them since 1999. So it is just such a tricky situation with quarterbacks. And we just want, talking about it with Soda Pop Dave the other day, and he said, what we need to do is have that, you have that guy, and he may have fallen to us in the 5th round this year. If Shedeur gets in there and just look at Jackson Dart. You watch that game the other night in New York. He has just taken the reins and has just taken that team with him. Dillon Gabriel, I'm not seeing that at all. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm not seeing that at all. If we've got QB1 in the room right now and he is just takes this thing over and solves our quarterback problems, oh my gosh. Cleveland will have a statue built for him by the start of next season. I am Groot. And yes, it is that Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's got his picture and everything on there. Guardians of the Galaxy, the ride at Epcot, is the most entertaining roller coaster I have ever been on. If you ever have the chance to go on Guardians of the Galaxy I've been on it twice. Love it. It is the most entertaining. And I grew up right next to Cedar Point. So I've been to Cedar Point, but the roller coaster capital of the world. Guardians of the Galaxy, most entertaining roller coaster I've ever been on. But I digress. I Am Groot says, the quarterback situation is not going to be settled for weeks, maybe until the start of next season. For now, we just watch and learn as the rookies battle and Watson rehabs. I agree with everything except for the last 2 words, Watson rehabs. Uncle Rico, he's out there making his Uncle Rico videos. Not going to play for the Browns anymore, ever again. He can post his Uncle Rico videos as much as he wants. He will never play for the Browns again. But it will be fun to watch the rookies battle this out. JDZ72 says, this is kind of funny. Of all the Browns talk shows I've stumbled across, yours is the most recent. I subscribed. I like that. That's a good. He's like, of all the Browns I watched today, yeah, you're the most recent. So, but I appreciated JDZ72. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. We strive for actual and factual here and a little infotainment. That's all we go for. We give you our takes and our opinions on the news and try to entertain you a little bit along the way. And now we will end with Mark-I3P2E, who says it is going to be a great weekend with a Browns win. Bank it. Either that was Mark I3P2E or the prediction pen is the one who left that comment in the viewer comment section. No brainer. Are the Browns going to beat Pittsburgh? No brainer. That's what the prediction pen said. And the prediction pen is undefeated. So let's go. Get out the ball. You're going to hear that like 7 times on Sunday. Then we're going to be barking like crazy. And we'll be playing the music all on that bus. We're going to ride the bus to and from Pittsburgh again. The Brownies will be playing this song. They'll be jamming it to it in the bus. You think we have to take the bus because of Deshaun Watson, too? We can't afford flights. We had to take the bus to Detroit, too. So I'll blame that on Deshaun, too. Why not? We don't have any money to buy plane tickets. We got to ride the bus everywhere because of Deshaun Watson's contract. All right, that's going to do. We'll be with you early tomorrow morning, as we normally are, back to our normal spot early in the morning with our keys to the game, what to watch for, bold predictions, and we'll get you ready for the Browns and the Squealers, Pitts Puke, all of that tomorrow afternoon. And we'll post around 8 a.m. tomorrow and get you all set. All right, thanks so much for. I can't believe the prediction pen says we're beating Pittsburgh. Let's go. Go Browns. We'll see you next time.